DecemberMoon, premier producer in Baltimore.
Appreciate it.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. How long you been doing this? How old are you, man?
Man, my name is DecemberMoon. Been doing this for about 10 years plus. Done records for everybody from Tinashe, Juicy J, Kurt Cobain, definitely Taylor Gang, affiliated, 50 Cent, a lot of dope artists. Just out here grinding, working.
Right.
Yes.
So what are your tools of choice?
I just did I produced a film for Under Armour last year, so.
That's right, I remember that.
Yeah, so that was a dope experience. Something from being behind the scenes, not musically, but actually producing a film. So it was definitely something different.
Right. So I remember being in the studio with you one day, and you said, "Man, I'm not just a beat maker, or producer. I'm a composer."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
what got you into music? Did you play an instrument as a kid?
Yeah, I played an instrument, but all this joint happened by accident. To be honest, if people heard of like divine intervention or of like something that was put into your mind from a higher power, that's happened to me. I was literally rolling down the street to a funeral, going down South Carolina, looking out the window on a day like today, and like God spoke to me and told me you need to do music. Once I got to South Carolina, found out my uncle had an independent record label called Showcase Records. Then I found out that my second cousin was Big Daddy Kane. So it was just like, okay, you got music in your blood. After that, it was like a ripple effect. He taught me the business, and then came back to Baltimore, tried to find a couple artists to send down south. Nothing really panned out, but that was like my start. And then I did an intro to music technology class in high school, and that was my introduction to like the music production side.
So all that happened when you were still a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you really a veteran with this stuff.
Yeah.
What's the first tools you started using to make beats?
I actually used the same thing that I started with, this program called Reason. So I've been using Reason since 2.0. It's at 10 now. So like, I've been with them. Shout out to Reason. Please send me, this could be a sponsorship package right here. You feel me? We need all that. But I've been dealing with Reason since 2.0.
Yeah. So who was like the first celebrity, the first big name or like signed artist that you ever got to work with, and how did that happen?
The first signed artist I ever worked with was Joe Budden. It was on a tape called Halfway House. I actually did 3 records on that project. And it happened by accident. I was never a fan of Joe Budden, but this hip hop artist by the name of Ill Conscious from Baltimore, I was working with him at the time, and he was like a big Joe Budden fan. So this is when when he was doing the Joe Budden blogs, and making YouTube content was just becoming a thing. So he was just like, "Yo, send me beats." I sent him beats, and his man named Killer BH hit me back. It was like, "Yo, we need this, this, and this." And next thing you know, I'm on Halfway House. Damn. And that was the first album places with 3 records on it.
Damn.
Right.
So like, what, like in your eyes, how is this area evolving, and is it making it easier for you to do business? Or
yes and no. Like, well, let me answer the first part. The area has evolved because culture has evolved. The internet made things cool. So like back in your era when you was talking about 01, like, the drug dealers was glorified in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't cool to paint or to be a creative. It was cool to be the dude on the block with the Ack and the Lex, you know what I'm saying, the Benz, and just, getting all the chicks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that whole era has evolved. Now that we have the internet and we're bringing more diversity to the city, it's changing. The youth didn't come up in an era where you had to hustle and be on the block. You know what I'm saying? It's still there, but it's not a first go-to thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're seeing more people in the hood be like, okay, yo, I want to be a chef. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hustle these dinner plates and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's a different form of hustle, a legal hustle. And art is just another form of that. You seen people now throwing big ass art shows because of social media. So it's definitely a whole different vibe and a whole different feel. So I grew up listening to rock and R&B. My favorite artist to this day is Sade. I just love good music, but like I said, I'm just well versed. Like, I grew up in gifted gifted GT art classes. So that was my first medium of creating art. That was my first canvas. And then like I outgrew that canvas and started doing music. That was my new canvas. Creating melodies, different textures. You know, that was my new medium. So that was the transition for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you see yourself? Are you starting to take other producers under your wing?
I do mentor other producers, not necessarily take them under my wing, but I give them guidance and knowledge, not even sometimes from a music standpoint, just how to interact with clients, or like, yo, pay attention to timing. Don't just, like, if you see somebody in a club, that's not probably the best time to talk to somebody about business. They out there popping bottles, messing with chicks. You know what I'm saying? You have to, it's everything with timing. So I do coach, you know, different kids who reach out to me, and I give them advice, just not on music, just on how to interact to get where you need to go. Because I don't want people to make certain mistakes I made, because I lived it. You know? So.